Hello, everybody. I'm trying really hard to think of something valuable to offer so that I'm not just, blah, blah, blah. And I figured the most valuable thing that I could offer would be perspective on the situation to help people understand where they're at and what's going to happen next. Because people want to know, right? If the world's going to come to an end, people want to know. If it's going to clear up, people want to know. People want to know that the noise and the pressure and the chaos that they're going through right now is going to alleviate, that it will subside, that it's temporary. Okay, so here we go. Let us look at this as two forces or two infrastructures, possibly two realities. And the first one is collectiveness, otherness, and legal authority through governance. Authority. What do I mean? I'm just throwing words out there. What do I mean? People can either do what they think is right all the time, or they can make some kind of tolerance for a system that will cover everything that they can't be accountable for or uncomfortable with. Meaning that they do not want to pave the roads and be security guards and run public offices. They want others to do that, and they need that peace of mind to know that they're doing that they're all working towards the better good and being healthy contributors to the system. Right? So this is that otherness, okay, that others will do their job, others will perpetuate morality, others will uphold our rights. Other people will be as virtuous as I hold myself to be, or better. Right? Come on. All right, now that you see what it is, you see it's a crutch. And what is the other variable? Well, that variable is the individual accountability. What am I responsible for? Not what is the government or my neighbors or everybody else or law-abiding citizens or the average Joe. What are they going to do and what are they going to take care of? No. That's the first half. The second half is, what are you responsible for on the individual level? Because what's going to happen is people are going to lean on the system, the otherness, the collective, the authority too much. It breeds exception and corruption and deviance, and it has been doing that. These are the oldest dilemmas, is how to manage people and societies and culture and the populace. Well, there's no such thing as a purely good populace, and there's no such thing as a purely evil populace. It's only a populace that is measured by how much it prescribes to its collectiveness. In other words, how unified is it, and what is it unified on? Because you can belong to a collective and not just be part of the problem if the collective is actually founded and rooted in something very good, and the price of admission is to perpetuate that good. Doesn't that make sense? Like, you have a club. To join the club, you have to help others. To stay in the club, you have to continue to help others. Well, then that club starts out as a good thing. Will it always stay good? No. Nothing is permanent. The devil will outweigh us all. So there is otherness, which is failing because it has been corrupted. We got too populated, we got too interconnected, the virtuous got caught with our pants down, the masses were lulled to sleep, however you want to describe it. And so we will then shift over to the individual responsibility, such as, here, fuck it, I'll do it myself. That's what it'll be on the individual. But I bring those two up because we're coming up to a trifold event where three things are actually going to come together. Not just those. The question of, well, how much do I need government and other people, and what am I responsible for, and how much am I going to let other people do when I should do myself, and who the fuck can tell me how to live my life? You know, you guys do it yourself, I'm going to do it my way. Yeah, everybody deals with that. That's an everyday thing. But the event that everybody's waiting for, where it will be the three, those are two. The third, here's the three things that are going to happen. One is you're going to see continuation, the collective of people that are codependent on the system. The blue pillars, the liberals, the progressives, the brain deads, right? Even the conservatives, you know. Anybody that still thinks that this system is not what it really is. Okay? And then you'll have the guys that are, no, you know, throwing it all away and starting over with sticks and stones and nothing, right? Getting rid of all symbols, all sigils, all spell casting, all manipulation, all usury, all Zionism, all Marxism. Just no, they're going to reject. Okay, but what about the third one? The third one is what everybody's holding their breath on. The third one is the people that cling to otherness, but know that the entire system is outright worthy of rejection. What am I saying? I'm saying that as people will instinctively and naturally and eventually corrupt a system, they also need a system. They need a community, a government, like on some level. They need a tribe, a family, an authority. They need to be able to let their guard down. They need some kind of security. They need reinforcement ideologically and, you know, and rewarding of morality and values. And no man is an island, so we'll perpetually have to deal with this problem of government. But you see, our institutions have all been corrupted, the banks and the economy and our education and politics and medicine and pharmaceutical and every corporate, they're all corrupt. So now we can't just all go, all right, well, everybody's going to be an individual and an outlier and we'll all just litter the sky like a constellation of stars. No. Most people won't do that. Most people will go, okay, well, if I can't have this system, I'm not ready to do it completely on my own. What is an intermediary compromise? What is some other kind of, maybe it can be a broke dick system so that it's not the original real evil system, but I ain't ready to be off in the woods all by myself. No, I can't. Most people are like that because they've been developed, whether it's instinctual or not, they've also been developed inside of a system. So to cut them off is to, you get what I mean? All right. So the third thing that's going to happen here is that there will be a revolution inside the system for people that need a system but reject this system. And for those people, they will need the Führer. They will need a leader. They will need a Christ, a Messiah. They will need the embodiment of whatever their ideal vision of the world outside of the system is, and thinking that the perpetual lie to themselves that this person will bring that about. And they will come close. They always do. They will come very, very close because they will have the power of the masses behind them that are fully on board of conquering, embodying, dismantling, rectifying, redirecting the old system. The amount of energy and people behind that push will be, you get why their leaders coming. Because people, like, it wasn't Trump, but the CIA and the Mossad, they knew that people needed somebody like Trump. That's why they pitched him up. Somebody's coming, you know, like, they're coming. They've been the one, the leader, the chosen, all right? They're coming. Now, they're not what we want and really need. It's just part of the system. And a lot of people are going to follow this guy. They're going to follow him because they need a leader, they need a change, they reject the old system, and they're too weak to do it themselves. Eventually, it'll be what it always is. People will have to choose to be individual leaders, or they will have to choose to be group followers. That's just the way it's always been, but the stakes are changing. And the people that, are waiting for a leader, they are a powder keg. That's a lot of stored up energy. And I have explained that there is this need for rejection of the system because the system is now crashing, corrupted, failing. And I have explained that it is on each of us to develop our individual, our ability to communicate, aggregate, collect, gather, disseminate. People will always have that struggle. And I have explained that there's definitely a leader coming. Well, I've also explained that that leader may not necessarily be a good thing in the end. It's a necessary thing now, but only necessary because the same way that they sell methadone clinics for heroin junkies. Well, if he quits cold turkey, it might really fuck him up. So you're going to tell me methadone's a good thing? Fuck. Like, do you get it? You're witnessing the collapse of the government. Lunch is $50, gas is $150 for a tank. Like, get the fuck out of here. They're coming for the guns. The Marxism has reached unbelievable levels. The Satanists are running the show. It's unreal. So you're witnessing the collapse, and there will be the counter. The response to the collapse will be the disenfranchised will rally behind somebody that's anti-establishment. They will gain tremendous power, and then there will be some kind of culmination of that power. The peak, the wave will reach its peak. It will it will crest, and then it will come back down, and that vacuum will be woof. That will be the ones that ooh boy, the whole world will be forever different. What are we each of us to do? And not because, like I said, everybody's worried and what's going to happen. Oh my God, what do we do next? Dude, it's just like the sun rising and setting. You could get crushed by something or attacked by something. Like, really, what does it matter if you die in a car accident or eaten by a grizzly bear? In the end, really, what does it matter? Like, do you get what I mean? So don't worry about the financial collapse. Don't worry about the holy war. Don't worry about white national socialism. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about Bolshevism. Don't worry about Satanism. Like, find your little thing and keep working on it, right? Like, I'll try to make a little silly metaphor, okay? If the allegory of the shadows in the cave, if the whole world is a storm and bullshit and chaos and impending doom and chanting and madness, and the only thing that you have any control over is this little birdhouse that you're making, then put blinders on, zoom in, focus in, right? Zone out, and just get to work on that birdhouse. And if you hear the storm raging and the people being calamitous and the cries and the whines and the threats, and then you feel the heat, keep working on your little birdhouse, man. Really, come on. What are you going to do? Save the world? What are you going to do? Erect monuments in your own name? Come on, man. Just keep working on your little birdhouse. Enjoy it. The whole world comes crashing down, fire from the sky, the oceans crack open and fill with blood, and work on your birdhouse, man. Love it. Paint it. Get it all cute. Get it just the way you like it. You want it functional? You want a double-decker birdhouse? You want a birdhouse with a bunker? Just know that the sun won't, like I said, sunrise, sunset. People will need a group. They will get together. That group will be corrupted. The group will collapse. There will be a void. The people left over will need another group. Like whether you're Genghis Khan or Alexander the Great or Hitler or whatever, man. People need a group. The group right now, Americanism, Americanistan, Bolshevik America, this group fucking sucks, right? So everybody's going to leave this team, and they're going to start their own teams. I think really, if I could finish it off on one piece of advice, it would be make yourself viable for the team that you want, right? If you are waiting for the Fuhrer, then hit the gym. Practice your marksmanship. But, like, read field manuals. If you are waiting for Christ or the Antichrist, well, then build a shrine. Gather witnesses, cleanse yourself. repent. If you are waiting for nothing because you're going to die and you're just going to keep working on the birdhouse every day and doing the best that you can no matter what happens that you have no fucking control over, well, there you go. Right? If the whole world is a distraction, then don't be distracted. Well, then what do you focus on? Focus on what you love. Love whatever you can touch, whatever you can, if it's in front of you, if it's there, love what's real to you, because the rest is all bullshit. If any of that made sense, Godspeed. I love you all. Take care. White power.